Chris Mannix for SI.com alongside Rohan Nadkarni and Howard Beck. Well, the NBA season is upon us, fellas. I want to take a look at the Eastern Conference, specifically some of the teams that might surprise this year. Rohan, who you got?
Chris, I think there's been a lot of conversation headed into this season around teams like the Nets, the Bucks, the Heat, maybe even the Celtics. But I think the Sixers deserve to be in that conversation as the Eastern Conference contender. I think this team is going to make the Eastern Conference Finals. I love that they brought in Doc Rivers. I love that they brought in shooting around Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. It was only 3 postseasons ago in 2018 when Ben Simmons was just a rookie that the Sixers looked like they could be dominant in the East for years to come. Joel and Ben Simmons posted a 15.5 net rating as a duo together that year. Those two can work on the floor together provided they have the right pieces around them. I think they finally have the right guys in that starting lineup. I think depth could be an issue, but I think the Sixers are going to make the conference finals this year.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that the Sixers are still a force somewhere in there, and we're pretty sure about who the top 5, 6 teams in the East are. It's after that it gets interesting, and that's where I think the Washington Wizards have a chance to really make a leap this season and be a surprise team in the East. They bring in Russell Westbrook. The fit wasn't great with James Harden, but I think Westbrook and Bradley Beal are going to fit much better together. Beal plays on the ball a lot, but he obviously is a great off the ball player. Westbrook can go back to being Westbrook. They've got some nice pieces around them. They're bringing Robin Lopez. They've got Thomas Bryant, the rookie Denny Avdia, Rui Hachimura, Davis Bertans. It's a solid squad. The Wizards out of the playoffs for a couple of years, but they are absolutely primed to crash the postseason again in the East.
Hey, bravo to both of you guys for really going out on a limb with those surprise teams. You got Rohan with two of the top 20 players in basketball being surprising, and Howard out there thinking Westbrook and Beal might make a difference in Washington. How about a team that have no expectations this year? How about the Chicago Bulls? 3-1 in the preseason. They didn't even have their full complement of players throughout these games. I've watched several of these games. They have got some really intriguing young talents. Kobe White in the preseason has looked like a terrific playmaker. He has good chemistry going with Lauri Markkanen and Wendell Carter. Zach LaVine, he's a scorer in that backcourt. Markkanen, watching him play, he has been aggressive when he's had his touches. Patrick Williams, the rookie, he's looked good. He could be an impact player right away. And what I like most about the Chicago team, Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan has shown he has really adaptable coaching chops over the last few years. When Kevin Durant left Oklahoma City, he wound up coaching a Russell Westbrook basically only team and had that team as number 6 seed in the Western Conference playoffs. Last year, they trade Westbrook, they trade Paul George. That team is still in the playoffs because Billy Donovan got a lot out of young players like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Lou Dort. This is a team with a lot of young talent in the Chicago Bulls. Billy Donovan Howard is going to get a lot out of them.
I agree he will. And I agree the Bulls should be a surprise team. Chris, the problem is that I've been burned by the Bulls too many years in a row here. And granted, they have upgraded at coaching and they've added some players and some guys have gotten experience along the way. But the Bulls feel like that annual tease. Every year you look at the roster and you go, yeah, I see the outline of like an 8th seed there. They should be there. And then they make us look foolish forever believing in them. So I'm with you. They should be there. And look, we've got a play-in tournament now. So all they have to do is be somewhere between 7 and 10, and they've got a shot to be relevant again.
Listen, congratulations to both of you for picking teams to make the play-in tournament, which is some fake thing created to give guys like you a chance to talk about rising teams. I'm staking my claim as the Sixers as a top 2 team in the East. That's a prediction right there. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I've got another one for you guys. The Lakers, they might be good this year. Jump on that when we do the Western Conference next. For more, check us out over at SI.com.